India-Singapore Fine Arts Society has been working in Singapore for the past 75 years and has been nurturing the Indian art and culture in Singapore. DD India's Akshay Dongre visited the Fine Arts Society and spoke to its president, KV Rao, on the growing cultural ties between the two countries and the India's Act East policy in strengthening relations between the two countries.
India and Singapore have a shared heritage, they share culture and historic ties as well. And to keep the cultural ties alive, SIFAS, Singapore-India Fine Arts Society here in Singapore has been working for past several decades. In fact, we have the president of SIFAS here, Mr. KV Rao. Sir, thank you so much for speaking with us. First of all, can you tell us about SIFAS and how long have you been working as far as spreading Indian culture in Singapore is concerned?
SIFAS is a unique institution that promotes Indian culture, art and music, perhaps the only one of its kind outside India, which is 75 years old, and we are celebrating our Diamond Jubilee this year. This was incorporated in 1949 by a small bunch of people who believed in Indian culture. It has grown to becoming a vast institution today with about 2,000 students aged from 3 years to 80 years learning various formats of Indian classical music and dance, and it covers both Carnatic and Hindustani faculties. We have 18 faculties, 28 teachers from India.
So have you seen any uptake as far as interest in Indian culture here in Singapore in the past several years? What has been the trend like?
Largely because of, I think, the new technology and COVID times, a lot of our programs actually broke the barriers because we went more digital, and a lot of our digital platforms which carried Indian classical music and dance programs were going all around, all of Asia. There were people who watch it from all over. We have over 50,000 people today following our programs, which would not have been possible without a technology sort of a solution.
So that was the president of SIFAS, an organization that has been working relentlessly for 75 years and counting to spread the Indian culture in Singapore, and will continue to do so and hopes to enhance the work that they have been doing so far. With camera person SP Dubey, Akshay Dongre, DD India.